Okay, today we are going to talk about angle relationships. So here we have our notes page, and we are going to start with adjacent angles. So I'm going to zoom in. Okay, angles, adjacent angles are two angles that are next to each other and share a common side. So we have this model right here, and I'm going to go ahead and label and name some angles. That is angle 1, that is angle 2, that's angle 3. So the adjacent angles in this model are angles 1 and angles 2. Another set of adjacent angles are angles 2 and angles 3. Angles 1 and angles 3 are not adjacent because they are not next to each other. Alright, our next set of angles that we are going to talk about are vertical angles. Vertical angles are two angles that are opposite from each other on intersecting lines, and they are always congruent. And just as a reminder, congruent means equivalent. So again, we need to go ahead and label these angles. So I'm going to call this 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and angle 6. So we have to just look at just two lines at a time. Right now we have 3 in our model. But if I'm looking at angle 1, the angle that is opposite it are the ones that are opposite, well, these lines right here that surround angle 1, which are the lines that are over here. So angle 1 is vertical angle to angle 4. Because they are opposite these lines right here. Now let's look at angle 2. Angle 2 is surrounded by these two lines, so therefore on the other side of those two lines is angle 5. So angles 2 and angle 5, we don't know their measures, but whatever it is, they are the same thing. And then our last set is angles 6 and angle 3, because they share this line and this line, just like that. So vertical angles are opposite from each other on intersecting lines, and they are congruent. Our next type of angle measures or angle relationships are complementary and supplementary. Complementary angles are two angles whose sum is 90 degrees. So these two angles right here, I can tell you just by looking that their sum is 90 degrees because they have this little right angle indicator, which is 90 degrees. So let's say that this angle right here is 60 degrees. If these are complementary by this model, then that one would have to be 30 degrees because 30 plus 60 equals 90. Some hints or tips that you can use to remember that complementary matches with 90 is that the letter C can be made into a 9. Oop, can't really see that dashed line. Alright, moving over to supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are two angles whose sum is 180 degrees, which right here we have, it's called a straight angle because it makes a straight line, and straight lines are also 180 degrees. So these two angles, if this one is 120 degrees, then that would make this one 60 degrees. And these are supplementary because 120 plus 60 equals 180. And a little hint to remember supplementary makes 180 is the letter S can be made into an 8 for your 180. And there is a little set of notes about angle relationships.